Oo De Lally, golly, what a day. Hey everybody, Rob coming at you. Today I'm going to share with you a very beginner-friendly song, one that I love performing for my 4-year-old Adele. It's entitled Oo De Lally, and it's by Roger Miller. You might recognize it from the 1973 animated film Robin Hood. Now this tune is chock full of essential techniques for all beginner guitar players. We got basic chords, we've got that basic strumming pattern with the alternating bass. That's gonna make you sound real professional. And there's also some room to throw in some bluesy 7 chords as well. Let's get started with a full demonstration of the tune. You can follow along, use my tab and my chord sheet at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Let's get started. A 3 and a 4 and Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say, reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oo De Lally, golly, what a day. Never ever thinking there was danger in the water. They were drinking it, they guzzled it down. Never dreaming that a scheming chef and his posse was watching them and gathering around. Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest, jumping fences, dodging trees and trying to get away, contemplating nothing but escaping, finally making it. Oo De Lally, golly, what a day. Oo De Lally, golly, what a day. Let's break that down. Okay, taking a close look at the fretboard, getting started with my intro riff. This is just something that I like to throw into the beginning of the tune, just that way I have something to start off with. Looks and sounds like this. Robin Hood and Little John, and then we're into the verse section. All right, so I have an A major chord. I'm gonna bar it with my index finger over the 2nd fret of the D, G, and B strings. I'm hitting the root note, strumming through, then alternating to the low E string and strumming through before going back to the A string and performing this classic walk-up riff. So that was O, open E, 2, 4, and then into the verse. Put that together and we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... If you're a beginner, that's a fantastic thing for you to practice. And you want to see if you can loop it. Okay, so get that under your fingertips. A great way to jump into this tune and also many, many others. Okay, very good everybody. Now jumping into the meat of the song, the verse sections. First, I'm going to give you the chord changes, then I'll show you my approach to strumming through the changes using that alternating bass pattern. Okay, it's going to be my interpretation. All right, so we have the A major chord, Robin Hood and Little John, go to the 4 chord D major, walking through the A major forest, laughing back and forth at what the E major chord other has to say. And that's just going to repeat itself again. Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oo De Lally, golly, what a day. Okay, now let's learn how to strum this thing. We're starting off with a measure of A major, going to D major, and then back to A. Looks and sounds like this. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest. Very, very simple. Hold that A chord, bass strum, E strum, go to the D major chord, bass, open D string, strum, and then go back to the A major chord, bass strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now, the next measure I like to count as being in 3/4 time. We'll play. And then right there on that open A string, we're going into the next measure. All right, where we're just gonna have some open space. All right, so right there I played A strum, E strum, go to the E major chord, bass strum, then get yourself into the next measure, which is just all A major. Pull all those things together and we have a really cool way of playing through these changes. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say. And 2 and 3 and 4 and reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. 3, 4, oo de lally, golly, what a day. And 2 and 3 and 4 and Alright, if you can play that, then you're ready to move into what I'm calling the bridge section. Okay, very good everybody. Yeah, the verse section's down. Now we're jumping into what I call the bridge section. Here I'm going to be taking a few liberties and throwing in some dominant 7 chords, since that's going to follow the vocal line. Makes it a little bit more interesting to play. My rendition looks and sounds like this. Never ever thinking there was danger in the water, they were drinking it, they guzzled it down. Never dreaming that a scheming chef and his posse was watching them and gathering around. And of course you can keep strumming and alternating on that E major chord, but I like to let it ring. Alright, so right there, I'm going to change it up and throw in an A dominant 7. If you'd like to just keep it a basic major triad, be my guest. Alright, but the A7 chord, 2nd fret of the D string, 2nd fret of the B string. Alright, I'm going to keep that alternating bass pattern going. Bass down, A down, E down. Alright, now sing with me. The note we're reaching for with our vocal is the dominant 7. The open G string will match. Never ever thinking there was danger in the water. Alright, so never ever thinking there was danger in the water. They were drinking it, they guzzled it down. Now right there I have a D dominant 7 chord. Open D, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B, 2nd fret high E. Same exact technique, but now we're moving the pick down to the floor, 1 string. D strum, A strum, D strum, A strum. From there he's going to throw in a really cool chord. It's a secondary dominant that takes you ultimately to the 5 chord E. In this case it's B dominant 7. Frets 2, 1, 2, 0, open B, 2nd fret high E string. To alternate on this chord, we're just going to be jumping our middle finger up. Bass, strum, F sharp, strum, bass, strum, F sharp, strum. Before, go into the E major chord. Put all that together and we have never ever thinking there was danger in the water. They were drinking it, they guzzled it down. Never dreaming that a scheming chef and his posse were watching them and gathering around. You can also throw in the E7 there too if you like for extra flavor. Alright, from there we're back into the verse section where all we need to do is throw in a nice little ending. Okay, very good everybody. Now we're jumping into our final verse. Everything is going to be played verbatim. The only thing we need to do is add in our little tag at the end of the tune, where I love throwing in a dominant 7 chord. A nice little cliffhanger there. Alright, so see if you can play along with me. A 3 and 4 and Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest, jumping fences, dodging trees and trying to get away. Contemplating nothing but escaping, finally making it. Oo de lally, golly, what a day. Alright, the A major chord. And oo de lally, golly. Alright, right here, we could play an F major chord, maybe even as a bar. But what I like to do is an F major sharp 11. Alright, actually playing from the A string down. Frets 3, 3, 2, 0. Even the high E string sounds kind of cool. Alright, then take it down to an E major chord. Same exact form, just brought down 1/2 step before. A major chord, or you can throw in the high E string 3rd fret. Alright, for a little bit of a bluesy vibe, A dominant 7. Alright, so that last little section there. Oo de lally, golly, what a day. And And the ending, Oo De Lally, Oo De Lally, golly, what a day. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of my rendition of Oo De Lally by Roger Miller. Be sure to play this for the kids in your family. I'm sure they're gonna love it. If you need some extra guidance, hit me up at patreon.com/SwiftLessons. Enjoy your practice.